Why, hello everyone. I'm your host, Thunder Chicken Guy, and welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. In the last episode, we tackled the spork monster and won some major points with the Colonel himself. In this episode, we're going to start the second day of school and try to swoon the good Colonel off his feet. Shall we get started? You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really uses blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that the Colonel went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank.
Like him? Like him?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. I do. We got to talking at the class, and he's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his whole school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at school, and he didn't even go to. It was like also the convertible that he himself rode in front of the homecoming parade.
Oh, wow, this is interesting. I'm thinking maybe something's just got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with the new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Oh, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam's checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wondering,
Oh God, you might want to call the police on that. This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Oh, what kind of favor did he ask you to do, Miriam?
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home.
Oh God. Oh God. A suitcase for it.
He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
It's probably marijuana. It's probably straight up weed. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Oh, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders.
What? What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' ingredients or secret, or should you share it with your bestie? I'm not sharing it. Yeah. I mean, come on. What kind of friend wants me to ruin my chance here with the Colonel? Have you seen him? He's like the definition of a gentleman, a dapper soul, with a knack for chicken. All right, and I am tender chicken. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know I know it sounds like some kind of a witch's potion, but what can I do?
Eye of Newt, wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure out that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her own, or on her phone, that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms petals fill the air. Oh my god. It's the Colonel! He's arrived at school on a horse! Oh my gosh, why the heck is he riding a horse? Stand back and admire his majesty. Run to him. Run to him. I'm gonna stand back. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without even acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Oh, that's not good. He's probably gonna get hit by a car, mate. You don't... Alright, whatever. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. Oh, good, alright. Good man. PETA would be down your throat, bro. I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with PETA, alright? I mean, you do cook with chicken, and that's probably already a strike against you with PETA, but slapping a horse, sending it to its doom, it's not good. It's not good, man. Alright. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beat you have. I mean, what a horseful beat you have. Dang it! That's not what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, tender chicken, just get ready. Just gets really nervous around people they like.
Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Really? Just throwing me under a bus there, Miriam. Thank you. What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and they were up all... I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have been there.
She gives you a wink and a smile as to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. That actually probably would not be the best thing ever, but... You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulders. Wait, so like, I'm confused. Are these two options, like, can I swoon these two? Or is it just Miriam and Colonel Sanders that I have a potential of dating? Because I'm confused. Why would I comment about your hulking shoulders, man? You're not doing it for me, you and your JoJo haircut. Well there, little one. I'm not sure where you're ready to handle this. You're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them. Nah, fudge that. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset him.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules.
I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Don't know what that means, but panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book! Just like the one you found after you encountered with the Spurkmonster. That's the same book I found last night in a quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Ew.
You're playing!
Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Ow. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Bebop. Who do you think you are talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer.
Womp womp. No! Your mother was a stand mixer. You look so offended. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room.
Oh, protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazy men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them!
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena. At least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. That's my man!
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all over town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I am here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rubs his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
My God, that must be my ancestor. That must have been, a hard-boiled chicken. I don't know. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, tender chicken.
Naturally, this appears to be to you as a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh, God. Glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit. Ooh. Dog biscuits, not my thing. And a glass of water is just a glass of water, so I gotta go with the pepper. Your brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Oh my God, did I die again? The pepper made me go into a coma. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Oh man, I hate drug peppers. The ghost!
My friend, ooh!
This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message.
Oh! You must avenge my death, fulfill your destiny!
All you must do is... I was saying, To fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I've still got some spice chunk in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through it. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Ah, man! You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via
timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them, you're on! Yeah, I'll go with that. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the table of you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not a fool, you're the fool. Fool? Good one then. I like your gumption, tender chicken. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sparkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer. Woohoo!
Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing words, timer ready. Ow.
That's what I'm talking about.
I stand corrected. The hard way builds a solidity, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now's my chance to shine. I would defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh god. What temperature does water boil at? 100 Celsius.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. But how would you have even gotten into school without knowing that? True.
When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' secret recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11! Haha! You think I've been sleeping? I know all his secrets. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right. You must never take opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that place. Go to Ryan. Dreams are born. It's a small town where dreams are born beneath the... Yes! That's right! This is your shot and you're not going to miss it! Ow! You try to shut out the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! That's wrong? No! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I'm leaving you, tender chicken. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders on a horse for some reason. How many spoonful of gravy? I don't know. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Arrgh. You were stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. Oh my god. I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. Oh god. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. Oh god, no! She's gonna take him from me! To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes! Ah! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow applicant utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch.
We won't.
You might not have any hands, but the chicken does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough and know when it's properly mixed. Oh, the horror!
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way, tender chicken. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands in a mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Tender chicken, no! God.
But you're not fast enough and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use your hands for the rest of the match. God damn it. That's not good. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. I had such high hopes for you. What you often find is the best is that, what you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone,
stop what you're doing right now. This battle's over. Over, I tell you.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hands. You simply can't go on. That's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, I wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Tender Chicken's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he looks over onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped right to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide variety of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Tender Chicken to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croissant, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, a tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he sips or dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you!
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel! Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Yeah, get away from my man! That's my man, bitch! You reach out with your apron and wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement. It's also functional. I was savoring that. Oh my god, I messed up. Oh no, he's gonna think I'm crazy. What? I died? Oh god, no! Alright. Dang it. Who would have known that touching his magnificent moustache would be a game over? Alright, let's try again. All right. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. All right, we're going to internalize our rage, even though we don't want to. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Oh my god, that's not good. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. That's interesting. I didn't know they could do that. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, and not to mention your crispy fried brow, you're run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. Storms of rage. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. Must put some pretty good sauce. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Awful! You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think that I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you now. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about the life, but I failed as an obstetrician? Obstetrician. I don't know what that is, but okay, I take your word for it. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. Jesus! Holy... what? And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival? Holy... what the fud? Wait, is that real? Did he actually do that in real life? Holy shit! What? I kind of want to know how that happened now. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Pop, get the fuck out of here, man. This is your moment grows intimate. You're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh my god, it's a spork monster again. Battle scarred from the night before. You prepare for battle. Borko? Wait, that's his name? Borko? What the heck? Who calls? Hold on a second. I think I gave him an Elmo voice.
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore. But crumbs. Am I right?
Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see?
I don't believe it. You were a human once.
Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. I was forever transformed.
Oh god. Magic spellbook.
Precisely. I had prepared a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, inspect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat, love through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there.
Oh wow, I'm an ally. It sounds like there are some mad cooks in the kitchen of life, Tender Chicken. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Colonel's home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you've lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure. You approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? See, I think he would respect it if we kept it a secret, because he has a secret of his own, so he kind of understands, like, how important that is. He might think a little lowly of me if I just tell him, so I'm gonna keep it a secret. Actually, I've said too much. Please forget I ever said anything. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got many. Nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd be only fair. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Ah, yes, about that. You see... Yes, Colonel? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. Oh no! The ingredient you share with Miriam, it wasn't true? I mean, technically I lied, so... I didn't really give it to her? You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he probably was right to do so. You mean, it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. That secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my bestie. Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but now that you've come clean, We can start building our relationship as fellow chefs once more. I promise to be honest with from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Then in that case, I present you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxurious hallway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but it seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, snap! We're inside his house! Alright, let's see. Let's click on the chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it's not just realistic, it's real! Oh, wow. Taxidermy. Must have been imported to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountains beyond. Just then, the ghost of the student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
I can't. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost of the student is swept out into the breeze. Aw, poor guy. Okay. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of a spun of silver. Oh, wow. So he's God, apparently. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. A power tool. Freshly starched color. A piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. No. It's one of the secret ingredients. It's... Tap on the item to discover more. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. One of the framed photos show an old man who looks like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them? I don't know what cheersing means, but okay. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. "I wonder who my friend Pete is." Trying to take my man's what he's doing. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except it's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. He actually did this. This is real. Like, Colonel Sanders actually went to Egypt. I think he was looking for inspiration or something. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Oh my god, it's baby Sanders! An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. He came out of the womb looking like that, man. With a drumstick in hand. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Okay. Who framed a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their face the logo of their company. Yeah, I think he's got a bit of an ego, but he deserves it. Alright. Ooh, what's the safe? That's probably where he keeps his stuff. Should I be looking in there? I don't feel like he would appreciate that much. Think for a moment. What is the number important to Colonel Sanders? Then it draws on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11. Of course. The safe opens. Inside, you'll find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Sure, I suppose. Tap on an item. Oh, that's it? I guess the real recipe is in his head. Okay. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Ill. Getting kind of creepy, aren't you, mate? They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually learn those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forget to take it off. You decide that now is the moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell the truth. If I do that now, he might throw me out of the house. So I'm gonna go with this one. You confess. Oh God, this is not the option I wanted. Oh man, this is not good. Oh God. Okay. I think I'm developing feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thoughts of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes, Tender Chicken? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Oh my God, this is crazy. You talk, oh my God. You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Wait, I didn't even get a chance to eat his food he made. God damn it. Dream sequence. All right. Fried chicken. Oh my God. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredients you just learned about. Blank. If some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if a secret is a secret, how would they know? Ah, smart. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so fast. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one day of school, after all. The University of Cooking School Academia for Learning awaits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Miriam!
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Merriam.
Sure, but
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, sure. I can get to know you a little, metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends.
But things they quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on without talking pressure cooker?
And now I'm really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. Oh God, scandalous. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wow. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Hey! Why don't you do that? Take your own advice. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways? Why would we argue? You're dating somebody, I'm dating somebody. Things are popping off. We got ourselves closer to the Colonel. Our bestie is slipping away from us, but that's fine because she's not my target of this game. So I think we're going to end it here. And yeah, we'll start the last day of Scooby in the last episode. Until then, this has been your host, Tender Chicken Guy, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
If you liked this video and want to see others like it, why not show your support by hitting that subscribe button? Also, share it with your friends, and comment below what games I should play next time. As always, this is your host, Tender Chicken Guy, and I will see you guys later. Peace.